In this video, I want to share with you Merch Dominator's profitable weekly niche report that they put out on a weekly basis. Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a full-time print-on-demand seller. I make YouTube videos showing you how to make more money on merch-on-demand and other print-on-demand platforms. If you like this kind of content, you get any value out of this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and like the video. Now, before I share with you those profitable niches from Merch Dominator, just want to do a quick sales update for Merch on Demand and for Etsy. So today is Monday, September 8th, 6:25 a.m. in the morning. Already have one sale, and to be honest, this month has not started off as great as I would have liked. You can see I had these 2 days right here over the weekend where I only did 57 and 38, so I got a little spooked out there. But yesterday came back strong with my best day of the month, $118. So that was good to see. That's going to put me at 228 sales for the month and about $600 in royalties. I did have my best month ever on Merch on Demand last month, where I did almost $3,500 in royalties. Actually, I did do $3,500 in royalties if you include the other markets like Germany and France. And if we go ahead and take a look at my stats for Etsy, so yesterday I ended up doing 5 sales, $55 in revenue. Looks like I sold a PNG file, a t-shirt, a mug, and a couple other PNG files. Let's see how I'm doing for the month. Etsy was not good last month. You can see only $342, and we're already more than a week in, so not the best there, but no big deal. Now, if you want to follow me on Instagram, where I post my daily sales for both Merch on Demand and Etsy, the link is in the description. I also post like gym pics, family pics, entrepreneur pics, just like my life down here in Mexico. I'm born and raised in Mill Valley, California, but I've been living in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for the past 20 years. So here we are on the Merch Dominator dashboard, and if you don't have Merch Dominator, I would highly recommend it. In my opinion, it is by far the best research tool for Merch on Demand or for just print on demand in general. If you just go right here to like MBA and KDP, this is one of the ways that I like to use it. Go to bestsellers, and then right here, I like to sort it by trending. You just have to wait for this little thing to stop. I go like this. This is actually one of the ways, or the way, that I find all the niches for my school community. So right here we can see everything that is starting to trend. So really cool resource that we have right here using Merch Dominator. If you want to sign up for Merch Dominator, I do have an affiliate link in the description. But one thing that's also really cool is that every week they put out this profitable niche report. So you just click on that and you scroll down here, hit on the drive link, and here we can see some more profitable niches. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We can see Platinum Weekly Niches, 7th of September 2025. So I believe that was yesterday. And so they have 6 for us today. So let's go ahead and dive into these niches. So right here we're going to see the first one is going to be superhero, hero, and training kids inspirational. So this is going to be for kids. So you want to make sure that you have the toddler or the youth selected when you upload these. So be your own superhero. We can see the type of colors. Basically what I like to do is just come in here and kind of look for like duplicates and see if I can find anything that kind of catches my eye. I teach future superheroes. Actually, you definitely don't want to do anything like that. So do be careful with this and make sure you're not doing anything like Captain America. But you can definitely do something like this, like superhero in training. That could definitely work, superhero in training right there. So that's a duplicate. So I would kind of jot that down and maybe do something like that. I did see this one right here. I thought this was a good one. I may not be a superhero, but I'm a trainer, so close enough. This is a very easy one to kind of replicate. You can just take a screenshot of this, pop that into ideogram. I also like this one right here because it's kind of cross-niching America with superhero. So American superhero in training. Again, that's another duplicate right there. So that's 3 where we're seeing superhero in training. So that was probably the way that I would go for this one. And we can see that there's only 18 results. So this one definitely could be a good one for us. Now let's go back and take a look at the next one. The next one is going to be a suicide one. So right here it's going to be I wear teal for suicide prevention. Now, sometimes people think that this niche is not safe because it has to do with like suicide, but I've been in this niche for many years now and it does well. every year, especially this time of the year, because September is Suicide Awareness Month. We can see here there's a little more competition, so 456 results. But I really like the colors for this niche. This purple and teal really go well together. We can see what some of the designs are looking like. Now, the majority of these designs are going to be the same, so you're going to see a lot of people are just doing designs like this where they say, I wear teal and purple for someone who meant the world to me. So you can make a design like this, but what I would recommend is to, get more specific and use actually people's names, so I would do something like I wear teal and purple for John, for Mary, for Mike, for Paul. Go to like, ChatGPT, Google, and just, do a search on what are the most common names for like men and women, maybe like for 25. And, I would make it more kind of customized, because I highly doubt that there's designs that are saying I wear teal and purple for, Mike or someone like that in this niche. So that is one way where you can kind of like differentiate yourself and kind of beat out the competition for this niche. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Just get rid of some of these tabs here. Okay, so next one is going to be funny crochet art. So it's going to be in the crochet niche. So right here we're going to see funny crochet art for men and women, only 245 results. And let's see what we got here. I practice Stitchcraft. These designs always do well right here where you have like those science letters. I own a 9mm and I know how to use it. That's a funny one. I saw this one earlier. I really liked it. Crochet is my cardio, so I would definitely do one like this right here. Take a screenshot, pop it into Ideogram, try and see if I can come up with a better design. I'm a hooker, so I wouldn't do anything like this. I try and stay away from like any like sexual designs. I actually remember recommending this niche in my school community a few months ago. That's what I do. I read books and I crochet. So personally, I don't really like this phrase because I think it's from some Netflix series, but I do like how they are cross-niching books with crochet. So, you can cross-niche coffee with crochet, books with crochet, kind of get creative gardening with crochet. So that is maybe a good way to attack that niche right there. Another way is also, which I do a lot, is just taking any niche and just cross-niching it with cats. I'm more of a cat guy than a dog guy, so I always like taking cats and cross-niching it with any type of evergreen niche. Crochet makes me feel less murdery. Now, another thing that you can also do right here, since we have like gooses trending, raccoons trending, you can just basically do the same thing, but instead of having an angry cat, have an angry raccoon, an angry goose. Even capybaras are trending as well right now. So that is another way to attack this niche. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one from Merch Dominator. So the next one is I wear orange for every American, so a Native American niche. Let's take a look and see what this one is about. So quick sip of coffee. So one thing that I'm noticing right away is that if you do upload to this niche, probably going to be a good idea to, just pick orange and have that, or not just pick orange, but make sure that you have orange as the thumbnail. So here are some designs that you can get into right here. Together we stand in remembrance. A lot of these, or this one right here, for example, this one is good. But what I would do is I would add in the year 2025. Kind of make it more specific. I wear orange for every stolen Native child. Again, you can also add the year. That's a good design right there. Let's go back. I accidentally clicked on it. I wear orange. Okay, so here's that same phrase again. And maybe you can add in, names. Maybe that could work. But these are actually pretty good looking designs right here. So we're seeing that same phrase kind of being used over and over again. Here we have, I forget what those are called, Dreamweavers or something like that. That's kind of a good one, where you have the Native American children. I like that one a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on over to the next one. So what is it, the fifth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the fifth one is going to be Leveled Up to Dad. Okay, so this is actually a really good one in my opinion. Leveled up to Dad of 2, Daddy again. Okay, so 113 results, but this is for 2026, so this is thinking ahead. And you might be thinking like, well, why would anybody buy a 2026 shirt when we're in 2025? But if you think about it, people do plan ahead. We have Christmas coming up, and it takes 9 months for a baby to be born, so people are buying these shirts now. So leveled up to daddy, and when you cross niche it with video games, that's usually always a good recipe for success. And you can get more specific, leveled up to daddy of 2. So that's for a dad that's going to have like twins, or leveled up to daddy again for their second child. Let's see what we got here. Leveled up to dad. So you got the good controller. So this is a good one. I would probably avoid doing that. That's too close to the Nintendo. You know, when I do these video game designs, I try to make sure that the control isn't exactly like, you know, a PlayStation. I try and make it look more something kind of like this, where it's kind of harder to tell, just to keep my account safe. But here is another good niche for 2026. Not too many people are thinking about that year. And then the last one is going to be Funny Cat Lover Spirits of Halloween. So it looks like it's going to be a Halloween niche. Okay, so not too sure about this one, to be honest. It's kind of a weird looking design, but these designs we know have been selling really well, these like selfie ones. So you know, it's kind of hard to get this design unless you know how. I know when I was in Phillips, you know, a school community, he actually gave out a prompt on how to do that, so maybe check out his school. But these are actually really popular with the selfie. Maybe think of some other ways that you can do this for, you know, Halloween. But to be honest with me, I've tried to make these type of designs with ideogram. I just have not been able to get the design to come out well. Maybe it's talking, I'm not too sure about this niche, to be honest, so I would probably just maybe skip on this one. I think it's talking about this design right here, basically just taking ghost and cross niching it with cats. Maybe I think that's the idea here. That's kind of a funny one. Skeletons always sell well year round. But yeah, so those are going to be the niches from Merch Dominator. So go ahead and check them out. And again, if you want to sign up for Merch Dominator, I have an affiliate link in the description. And if you're looking for a niche service where you get niches and prompts sent to you every day for both Merch on Demand and for Etsy, check out my school community. It's only $24 a month. You can cancel at any time. You get niches and prompts every day for both Merch on Demand and for Etsy, and you also get access to all my chat GPTs, which will write your listings for you for both Merch on Demand and for Etsy as well. So if you're interested, check it out. If not, it's all good. I will continue making free content here on YouTube, so make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Adios.